Namaste and welcome to our inner happiness, inner peace and self-awakening and self-discovery sessions. These 18 sessions have been dedicated to all of you in the honor of celebrating Gita Jayanti month, which was on November 18th. It started on, and then the actual Gita Jayanti was on November 28th. But we are still continue to celebrate the month, and also now it's a holiday season, so we are celebrating the holidays with all of you. So thank you very much for joining, and please invite your friends, your family members, your loved ones, so we can all go through this blissful journey through the teachings of Bhagavad Gita and meditation to self-discover and awaken ourselves. I'm Satya Kalra, your host and founder of Path to Anandam, Path to Blissful Living. How to be happy, how to experience your inner true being, who you are, that beautiful you. Experience the divinity within you. And during these 18 sessions, we have touched upon many different subjects, different topics. How to experience and go beyond the miseries, confusions, fears, worries, to ultimate freedom. We call it Vishatu Prasad. Means, who am I? Where did I come from? And where would I go from here? And thank you very much, Stacy, Sunilji, and many others. I'm so happy to see all of you. I am honored to be with all of you. And I know some of you are watching and joining me from Netherlands, from Paris, all over the world, from Middle East, some from Pakistan, India. So welcome again and namaste to all of you for being on this beautiful journey together. Each session, we discuss different subjects, and each session lasts about 40 minutes, where we discuss the subject or the questions which have been sent to me, and I answer the question, and also do some meditation, talk about the next sessions, and also how to move forward with it. So today is our session 16. A beautiful question came to me, and the question was that I have been speaking about Lord Krishna. I've been speaking about God. God has many names. So who is God? We all wonder many times that question. Who is God? How can I experience Him? Where can I find Him? Where does He live? What does He do? Has anybody experienced Him? So you can actually type that on the comment section if you have any question, but it's a very interesting subject today. We all know, and many of us wonder many times in our life, that we have a similar questions. Does God know us? Do we know Him? And how can we experience Him? And it's not that the question just came now. This question has been all the time since this universe has been created. Who has created this universe? Who is behind this supreme power? And Lord Krishna answers it very beautifully in Bhagavad Gita. In fact, I'm going to speak about here is shining there. So from my question and God's answers, one of my bestseller on Amazon, among other 15 bestsellers, and it is about the Bhagavad Gita. And today we are going to touch upon more on the chapter 10. And the chapter 10 is about Vibhuti Yoga, means the path of divine glories and manifestations. So union with God or experiencing God through the path of knowing His divine manifestations, His divine glories. So God is everything and everywhere is God. That's the main topic of this subject, and this chapter is, and today's session is. So Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that I am eternal. I am righteousness. I am the supreme power, because God has many names. Witness, supreme power, almighty, and we have heard that many, many times. Lord Krishna, Jesus, now with the holidays, people refer to him as Jesus. Christians refer to him as Jesus. And everyone, different communities, different nations, different religion groups, they all refer God in a different names. So God has many different names. And here we are referring him to more like a Lord Krishna. So he says in Bhagavad Gita that this the whole entire creation, the expansion is my power. It's like a chain is made with gold. My earrings are made with gold. This necklace is made with gold. So the chain is different. This Lord Krishna's image is different. Earrings are different. But the gold is common in all. And that's what Lord Krishna says, that you might see different manifestation in this creation. Like you look different, I look different, animals look different. We all, but there is a one common link in all of us. And that link is the eternity within us. That eternal current, which is called Atma. In Bhagavad Gita, it is called Atma, or supreme power, or supreme consciousness. And that's where he refers to it, that I am that supreme power. I am the source of all the creation. So anything and everything you see in this universe, this is his manifestation. And he says, I am indestructible. I am fireproof. I am waterproof. I'm everlasting. I'm sure we all have heard this in different religions. In fact, he says in verse 10, in chapter 10, verse 20, O Arjuna, I am the Supreme Spirit. I am God, seated in the heart of every human being. And he's not referring to the heart, which is just located in the heart between our chest. He's talking about the psychic heart, the inner psychic power, all the living beings. And I am in the beginning, I am in the middle, I am in the end. It means I am everlasting. I'm always there. And mainly he talks about I am. And I am is also referred as I am that. In Christianity, it is also says I am. And here in chapter 10, he refers himself to all that who I am. We are part of him. But he says, who am I? I am. I am the origin of all of you. I am the best designer of all the people's life. And I design their lives based on their karmas. In other words, whatever they have done in their life. It's cause and effect. And I am the one who helps them to evolve based on the karmas. They can turn their karmas into dharma. In other words, whatever they do, they put love and compassion, help others, practice humility, all that. Based on that, I uplift them. Because everybody is bound to do something in life. So when they do something, I help them to do better, righteous things, do righteously. He says, whatever you see the best in the best, like the light in the sun. I am that light in the sun, in the moon. I am the supreme vibration. And from that vibration, which is, he refers to Om mantra, I am that Om mantra. I am the sound in the ether. Then he says, the sweetness you taste in the water, I am that sweetness in the water. I am the heat in the fire. The light is already mentioned, but that heat what you experience, I am. In other words, whatever you cannot see the characteristics in all the manifestation, but the power behind it, that's what I am. I am the life in all living beings. And then he says, I am the witness. I witness everything in this universe. Though people cannot see me, but I am witnessing everything. So my another name is witness. I'm also the eternal seed which is put in this creation. And out of that seed, the creation has merged. And that's why I am the creator. So I always say God is the best of the best. Anything you see best in the world, that is God. So in Bible also it says, in Bhagavad Gita also it says, God is omnipresent. He's everywhere, whether we experience him or not. He is important, omnipotent. All the power in the universe, in this cosmos, is his power. He is the source of light. He is the self-knowledge. He is the wisdom. Anytime we forget something and we just remember it, that is him with his power. And then of course, Lord Krishna says, I am love, whole bhakti yoga. He has 6 chapters to experience me through the love and devotion. And of course, Jesus is known for God is love, God is peace. And then Lord Krishna again says, God is Ananda. When we feel the happiness within us, we are experiencing God. So, according to Sanatan Dharma, everlasting Dharma, which is millions of years old, which is now known as more like a Hinduism, but it is not. It is a Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan means everlasting. Dharma means not just the religion, but the righteousness, which is done with love and compassion. So the humanity, the Dharma of humanity, that's what the Sanatan Dharma is. And the supreme power, according to Sanatan Dharma, is known as Brahman. We call it God, but basically it is referred as Brahman. And Brahman is in many forms, presented in many, many different forms in every person. So he says, I am in everybody. That's what the Atma, the eternal spirit is. And then he says, God is symbolized, formless, in the form of Om mantra. And also, the ultimate Dharma means the righteousness, to serve the humanity with humbleness, selflessly. That's what the Sanatan Dharma is all about. So then the question comes, if that is what God is all about, then where does he live? Where can I find you, God? Tell me. And then God says, don't worry, you don't have to go anywhere. I'm right here within your heart. I am in the psychic heart. I reside in your heart. And when you need, I give you the wisdom because I am everywhere. In fact, there is a beautiful verse in Bhagavad Gita. And it says how to experience him, where to find him. And it says, Sarvasya Chaham, Hridayi means heart, Hridayi Sannivishto, Matta Smritir Jnanma Pohanam Cha, Vedyaischa, Sarvairahamev Vedo, Vedant Krat, Ved Videv Chaham, which means I alone reside in the heart, the inner psychic, the consciousness of all the inner beings. I am that inner witness. And I emanate. I give the memories. I give the wisdom, self-knowledge, discrimination, power. I remove the doubts. I am the one who removes all the wrong nations. And I am that truth which is to be known by the study, by Vedas, and I am the author of the Vedas. In other words, I am the author of all the scriptures. So God is present in the heart of all living beings, and he is the source of all the wisdom. However, God needs to be known constantly, worship constantly, selflessly, through the selfless service, self-knowledge, love, devotion. So how can we experience God? That is very confusing. In my opinion, it is extremely confusing. Why? Because Hindus say, find him in temples, in deities, because as you know, we have many deities. Christian says, find him in church. In Jesus is the God. Rabbis say, find him in the synagogues. And Buddhists say, find him through temples. And then Muslims says, find him in mosque. And then some people say, you have to shave your hair, your hair, to look like a monk. But on the other hand, Sikhism worship hair. You're not supposed to touch your hair. You're not supposed to cut your hair. See what a contrast we have here. And then one religion says, eat meat, halal meat, and let the animal bleed to death. On the Hinduism says, be vegetarian, don't hurt, don't kill animals for your stomach, for your food, because the soul is present in every living being. So do not hurt anyone. So it's a many different belief systems. And then there is people have a different belief system in birth and death and reincarnation. So it's quite confusing. But at the same time, question comes, if God lives everywhere, as he says, then how to experience him? So God says, I live in everybody's consciousness. Everybody's. So the current which flows within us, that is the divinity. This is a power. This is a current. This is the presence of God. And it is presence in every creature, in every steps, in every situation in our life. He is there everywhere. In fact, he says, again, there is another beautiful verse in chapter 6, verse 30. It says, Yo mam pashyati sarvatra, sarvam cha mai pashyati. Tashyam na pashyami, sachme na pranshati. Which means, those who see me everywhere, in every situation, and also in you, in me, I am not very far from them. They live within me and I live within them. What does it mean? It means that God is present in everywhere, every situations, in every moment, in every living being. So he says, do not hurt anyone. Hurting is the biggest sin we can cause. Hurt other people's feelings, physically, emotionally. And also he says, I am the wisdom. I give the wisdom to people. And I can share a very good example. And in other situation, I was on one of the pilgrimage. And when I was on the pilgrimage, I just prayed to God and I said, God, I am on the pilgrimage. I want to experience you. Show me that you are with me. You are here with me. And here we are going on all the big mountains. It was a Kailash Mansarovar Yatra, which is about 22,000 feet high. And when we were traveling, all of a sudden, a big rock started crawling down from the mountain and right hits on our car. It comes on our car, goes on the side, and we stopped. The other traffic stopped because people thought maybe we got killed. And when we got out of the car, there was not even a scratch on the car. Just on the right side, because the hill was on this side, just on the right side, there was one small portion of the light got broken. Nothing else happened. Nobody got hurt. And I said, okay, thank you, God. You showed me that you are here with me. Anytime something bad happened to us and we think like, why me? Then God has some lesson for us to learn. It's a litmus test. He's giving us, He's testing us. See how are we with our emotions. And He also gives us the wisdom. And I want to share you another small, beautiful story. I was supposed to meet someone for dinner in the clubhouse. And I was walking, but I noticed that the distance was about 3 miles, which means it was going to take me at least 45 minutes. And I was supposed to meet them in 20 minutes. And I tried to jog, but I couldn't do that. There was no way I could reach there. All of a sudden, when I'm walking, the message comes to me, here is a path, just get down. I never used that path before, so I just went down the hill, kept walking. Here comes a beautiful golf course, and then I go through the golf course. There is a little lake right there, and then there is a parking lot. When I looked at it, that parking lot was right behind that clubhouse. And I reached there in 18 minutes. And I said, thank you, God, for giving me that wisdom to take turn and just go down the hill. So any time, if we are connected, and as how God says, how you can be connected with me, just focus on the breath. Just have some mantra, whatever is your favorite. But my favorite mantra is Om mantra. So I just recite Om mantra all the time, which connects me. And He says that connect yourself. And when you connect yourself, I am not far from you. I'm right there. So I am there. I call it Kan Kan Mein Bhagwan, Chhan Chhan Mein Bhagwan, which is a Hindi phrase, but what it means, I'm everywhere, in every situation. I'm always with you. You just have to think about me. So the question comes, if God is everywhere, then why cannot we experience Him? What are our barriers? And then again He explains. He says, when you have anxiety, when you do not have a faith in me, when you doubt me, when you are upset, you are angry, and when you are so selfish, you are so thinking about me, and not thinking about my creation. And just think everything belongs to you, though it belongs to my creation, belongs to me. And when you take the possession, it means you separate me from yourself. And when you have too many desires to fulfill, when you have too much greed, too much attachment, too much anger, then you separate yourself from me. So if we want to be connected with God, then we have to be more cheerful, more loving, more sharing, more caring. Then we can experience Him. So there is a beautiful poem. When can we feel Him and when can I experience Him? And it says, when I feel love in my heart, I feel the presence of God. And when I feel peace in my mind, I feel the presence of God. When I feel like my heart, my whole entire system, my heart is filled with love, compassion, anandam, bliss, I feel the presence of God. When I feel I'm no separate than God, at that time I feel I'm no separate than God. I am Satchitananda. I am the part of God. I feel like I am blessed who I am. And then I feel like I am that. I am God. I am Atma. I am peaceful Atma. So, any questions? I don't see any questions here. But the question we can ask all ourselves, that what are my difficulties to experience God? Just make a list of it. As I mentioned, is this my anger, my anxiety, my worries, my fear, and not trusting God, not having faith in God, and thinking too much about myself? Whatever you feel disconnected from love and compassion and peace, because that's another name of God, then those are our barriers. So what is the mantra for today? The mantra is, I am eternal. I am soul. And when we practice that, so how we are going to practice, but before we get into the practicality, let's sit down and meditate for a few minutes. So sit down comfortably, wherever you are, as long as you are not driving and operating any machinery. So take a deep breath through your nostrils, all the way down to stomach. Hold it for a few seconds. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. And now breathe normally. And with every breath, smile. Smile in, smile out. Just focus on your nostril, focus on your breath, and travel with the breath and say smile. Smile in, smile out. Smile in, smile out. And continue to breathe normally. And with every breath, just say, I am eternal. Breathe in, eternal. Breathe out, eternal. And recite silently or loudly, and just you could repeat with me and just say, I am eternal. I am Atma. I am soul. I am fireproof. I am eternal. And just feel that through the nostrils, the energy, the pure energy of the mantra, I am eternal, filled with a smile, is enriching every cell of our lungs, going through the heart, and with the blood stream, enriching the entire body with the divine power. Just feel the eternity within. I am that. I am Brahmasmani, means I am Brahman. I am eternal. I am peace. I am love. I am Anandam. I am Sat Chit Ananda. I am everlasting. Though my physical body might disappear, I am eternal. I am fearless, worryless. Anxiety-less. I am relaxed. I am eternal. I am eternal. I am the ultimate truth. I am witnessed. I am forgiveness. I am silent. I am eternal. I am love. I am peace. I am Ananda. I am Sat Chit Ananda. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Love for my body, peace for my body, peace for my mind, and peace for the universe. And now rub your hands and put it on your head. Massage your body, your face, your entire body, and then rub your hands. Make the cups and put it on your eyes. And open it very gently. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful meditation of experiencing your eternity, your divinity within. Because Lord Krishna says that once you start knowing me, once you start experiencing me, then we get lot of benefits. Because one of the question comes, why do I do all this? What are the benefits? And he says, there are many benefits. Because I sit in your consciousness, your inner heart, and all the memory, all the wisdom about this creation, and also this divinity, divine power, which is called transcendental knowledge. I give it to you. You get it. So, when we experience Him within ourselves, then we feel more healthy, we feel more peaceful, and we feel more prosperous, more quiet, and feel more serene. So God is the essence of all. Everything. And everything is God. He is present equally in everything, whether it's living beings, non-living beings, everywhere. So, how are we going to practice it? And he says, just listen to your inner voice. Just witness, just look at it, detach yourself. And just try to, like you are in the aeroplane and then you are looking down and you are not bothered with the traffic, what's going on the roads and all that, because you are above. So just pull yourself like above and witness it and experience my presence. In fact, when I am in the aeroplanes, that time, I don't know whatever happens, but I get such a high messages, like I am totally connected with him at that time. Through the meditation, of course, I do, but at that time, I don't have to do anything, and all of a sudden, I'm bombarded with so many messages, like it's pouring on me. So just for today, I would say just for today, just pay attention to his presence around us. And of course, before going to bed, read whatever your favorite scripture is or autography is. And here I say, since we are speaking about Bhagavad Gita in these sessions, I say read Bhagavad Gita, even just a one word. If nothing else, even if you just say Gita, 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 it just takes you to the different mold of it. So thank you very much for joining. And as God is the strength of my life, and in summary, I would say, God designed me, He created me, He blessed me, He healed me, He defends me, He forgives me, He loves me, He likes me, and He likes everyone. So God knows what is the best for us. So let it be. Surrender to Him and have full faith in Him. And our next session, we have 2 more sessions left. So in next session, we will be speaking more about surrendering, how to surrender to God, how to have more faith, and how to surrender Him. And as I mentioned, my book, again, my question and God's answers, among other 15 bestsellers. It is available on Amazon, so you could, if you have need for it. And also, if you have any questions, please send it to me. And forward this information to your friends, your family members. And I will be posting you can actually send your questions in the comment section. You can just type it there. Or you can send it to me, satya@pathtoanandam.org. I will be typing it in the comment section. And also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I will see you in next session. And thank you very much. And God bless us all. Namaste.